Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel Idea. My name is Dia and today we are doing a book haul. So I've been collecting books, and when I say collecting, that's exactly what I mean. Free cart at the library, little free library. I pick things up there. I was at a coffee shop and they had some books that said free, take them. And so I did take some. So anyway, we're gonna go through them, and these are in no particular order. I will let you know if I actually bought one. Are we ready? Let's begin. So the first book is Sabriel. This is by Garth Nix, and I have read this. I love this book. A few months ago, quite a few months ago, back in the early 2023, I hauled Abhorsen. I don't remember if this is the first book or if Abhorsen is the first book, but this is the Old Kingdom trilogy. It is about a family that kind of have a special ability that has to do with necromancy, but not the raising of the dead. It is to keep the dead in the world of the dead. It's really, really well written. I love this series. Louisa May Alcott's The Inheritance. You can see this book is not, it's pretty beat up, but I don't care. It was free. This is probably the only adult novel, and I would say that it's on the younger side of adult, but it's the only adult novel that she wrote that I have read that I like. I'm not saying that I have read everything that she has written, because I haven't. Most of her children's work or work that involves children I really like, but more her older stuff, not so much. Older meaning for older people. But this one is about a family who have kind of adopted a girl who they raise to be just a part of them, and yet she also is a kind of like a servant. She is a companion to the family's daughter, and they love each other. There's no animosity, but there's some twists and turns in the story, and I love it. This rivals a really good Jane Austen novel for me. All right, I'm going to try to pronounce this. This is Eugene Onegin. This is by Alexander Pushkin, and I have been wanting to read this for quite a while. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I don't always get along with Russian literature. Tolstoy, I'm looking at you. Anyway, Eugene Onegin. Tell me if I said that correctly, Courtney. I think Courtney reads, and I might try to do this as a buddy read this next year, maybe. I picked up a Puffin classic of Little Lord Fauntleroy, mainly just because I just thought it was so cute. It's so cute. And then I also picked up The Little Princess with illustrations by Tasha Tudor. I have The Secret Garden with illustrations by Tasha Tudor, but I didn't have The Little Princess. And so I'm very excited. Even though it's very, I don't know if you can tell, it's very warped. And it's not, it's got little creases and everything on the cover, but I don't care. It was free, and it's wonderful. I wish I could tell you about this. I don't know anything about it. This one is about a young boy who has one American parent and one English parent. The English parent happens to be the youngest son of a lord. All of the other sons die, and so his little boy ends up being the heir. So they have to go become a part of English aristocracy, which is not something that he ever expected for his life. And he's delightful. That's the other thing. He's American, but he is delightful. And then A Little Princess is about an English girl who has no mother, and well, her mother has passed, and her father is in the English army in India and cannot keep her with him. And so he puts her in a very prestigious school in England while he goes back to the war. And in the process, she believes that he has died. And it is a story about just kind of what happens to her life as a result of his death. Then I got 9 Coaches Waiting by Mary Stewart. Moonspinners is actually the only Mary Stewart that I think I have read. I'm not positive about that, but I think that's right. And I really like Moonspinners. It's quirky, it's very 60s kind of vibes, but I have been told that this one is probably her best. And I cannot wait to read this. I know Christy Lewis, my friend Christy Lewis from Dostoevsky in Space, picked this up from the library not long ago, and we talked about maybe reading it together. I know Shelley has gotten this recently. Anybody want to buddy read it with me, let me know. Then I'm very excited about these next 3. These were a complete surprise. I picked these up at Goodwill for 50 cents, and they are Italo Calvino novels. So I got Invisible Cities. Can you see that? There we go. And I got The Barron in the Trees. And I got If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. I know nothing about any of these. I have never read Calvino, but I figured for $1.50 for the 3 of them that I would give them a try. I've actually wanted to read this one this year, If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. I was thinking about reading it in December, but with Reread-a-thon being in December, I might wait until January to read this one. But either way, I'm excited to give Calvino a try. I said in my tag video, I don't remember which tag it was, but I wanted to read more Italian translation. I don't know why I picked this book up, but it looks really good. And it's in great condition. This is the Elements Encyclopedia of the Celts. It says the ultimate A to Z of the symbols, history, and spirituality of the legendary Celts. I think that it's going to be literally an encyclopedia. So it's going to be like a reference. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Can you see? Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's divided into things like places, religions. So I think it's going to be good. I love Celtic history, so I'm here for it. All right, and then I found this. I was so excited. It's kind of beat up, but I don't care. It's an NYRB Magda Szabo Isa's Ballad. I read Abigail by Magda Szabo earlier this year and absolutely loved it. It's going to be a favorite of the year. And so I am kind of excited that I found this. And like I said, it's, you know, it's beat up. It's not in the best of condition, but it was free. Into the hardbacks. I have been hearing lately about an author that I don't know a whole lot about. So I don't know how I'm gonna like this, but like I said, free. This is May Sarton, Among the Usual Days, and there's lots of photography, and it says unpublished poems, letters, journals, and photographs selected by Susan Sherman with a preface by May Sarton herself. Excited to learn a little bit about her and just find out who this woman is, and then maybe look into some actual books that she did publish. I showed you guys this one in my Victorian journey tag, and that is Edward Lear, The Nonsense Poems, illustrated by Leslie Brooke. Just fabulous illustration. I picked up this also at the library store, and it was donated there, and they already had one, and so this one was marked $1, and so I picked it up. I happen to be vegan, and this is down-to-earth plant-based whole food recipes by Harriet Birrell, and she actually is Australian, but there are the recipes in here are done in ounces as well as grams, you know, that kind of thing. I found some Christmas books, you guys. I found a copy of The Night Before Christmas by Clement, and it's illustrated by Gennedy Spirin. The end papers are really cute, you guys. Look at those. Look at these illustrations. Aren't they wonderful? The Night Before Christmas, I also picked up The Nutcracker, illustrated by Carter Goodrich, and it's E.T.A. Hoffman's original story. Absolutely gorgeous illustrations. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. Swan Lake by Mark Halperin, and it's illustrated by Chris Van Allsburg, who illustrates the other two books in the trilogy. And it's so wonderful. I love Chris Van Allsburg's illustration style. He is just amazing. I love it. Just wonderful. So that's Swan Lake. And then another Night Before Christmas. This one, though, is illustrated by Tasha Tudor. So, guys, I love Tasha. I absolutely love her. Look at this. So it's embossed with The Night Before Christmas there. And then on the inside, there's the end papers. That's the back end papers. Every page illustrated. Some of them in black and white, and some of them in color. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Dust jacket is not in the greatest condition. It's ripped here. I taped it. It's ripped here. and I haven't taped that one yet. So I'm very excited. And this one has a corgi because Tasha and her corgis. I tell you what, that is everything, my friends. I would love to know if there is anything here that you would like to buddy read. I would love to know if there's anything here that you have or that you're excited to have me read. Just chat with me down in the comments. Let me know. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for coming by today and hanging out. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.